Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Pixie Love and today we're doing something new. We're doing r/Karens. Didn't even know this was a didn't even know this was a subreddit. I wanted to do something new because I'm posting every day this week, so I need more things to do. And I was like, let me just look up if there's a Karen subreddit. There is. Went through it. It's pretty good. It's just like entitled people, but it's strictly focused on Karens, and there's just posts and posts about like different things Karens complain about online. Didn't see any videos yet, but hopefully we get a like Karen freak out, here or there. It's a smaller subreddit, but let's try it out. I think I'm gonna like it. Let's get into the craziness. Karens be like, I'm not racist, but followed up with a racist remark. When you say I'm not something but then say but, you're about to do the thing you're saying you're not. Like, I'm not a Karen, but, and then you go off on somebody. Bitch, you a Karen. And if you say you're not racist and then say something extremely racist, you are at least being racist in that moment. It's really sad that the roofers next door feel their music is more important than the neighbors trying to enjoy their backyard. And yes, I kindly requested they turn it down a bit. They did for like one song, and now it's louder than it was. Ugh. Serves me right for trying to be nice and not bitchy. Better go shopping. It's quieter. Listen, I get it. Where I live now, all my neighbors are rude and loud. It's fucking annoying. Firecrackers still, at the end of July, they're doing firecrackers. People revving their engine at 1 o'clock in the morning for no reason. People blasting their music all day long. It's annoying. It really is annoying. But, if it's during the daytime and during like the time where you're allowed to have excessive noise and stuff like that, there's really nothing you can do. You can combat it with your own loud ass music. I mean, like, literally nothing else you can do. It sucks, it's annoying, but like going online to complain about it is a little, just a little Karen, you know what I mean? So, girl, I get you, but your Karen is showing. Like, complain to your family, but don't like go online and once you make it public, that's when you get Karen. Like, if you quietly complain about something, you're not being a Karen. But once you make a scene and you're making it a public complaint and stuff like that, that's when you're being a Karen, So we got a male Karen here. Let's find out what he's complaining about, okay? Apparently, at Lowe's doesn't care about communities and what their trucks do to ruin them. Delivery trucks parked on my street for weeks, not making deliveries. Hashtag bad business. Hashtag Lowe's doesn't care. I want to work for a company that allows their employees to use delivery trucks for personal use like Lowe's does, not move the truck's Sunday morning view from my patio. So nice to have at Lowe's be a part of our 4th of July kickoff. Not. Lowe's is so unkind to Lowe's is so unkind to not take care of this matter. 3-4 weeks every night this commercial truck is parked outside of my home. Hashtag Lowe's doesn't care. Spoke with my councilman yesterday. It appears Lowe's is parking illegally and breaking the law. Inconsiderate, unlawful. Hashtag Lowe's. This man is really mad about a truck being parked on the street. Like, what is the issue? Is the truck bothering you? Is it physically harming you? Like, I think I said this in my Fat Logic video. When the things you complain about are so minuscule and not like that big of a deal, you're really, really privileged. I can never say the word privilege in your life. That these are the things that get under your skin. Like, you, sir, have not had a lot of trouble in your life or a lot of hardship in your life when a fucking truck being parked on the street is what irks your day. Like, if that's the worst part of your day, man, you're so lucky. Like, if that's what you gotta complain about, like, I'm happy that your life is not horrible. I don't want you to have a horrible life. It's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I can tell you haven't been through a lot of shit when that's the things that get on your nerves. Or at least you haven't been through anything in a while. And that's great. If your life is smooth sailing and the things you complain about is a truck sitting outside your house, I have had it. Stop using the term Karen in a derogatory way. I am tired of people snickering when I tell them my name. You wouldn't call an African American person the N-word or any other person of the group specific terms out there. Lumping anyone into a group and using a derogatory term to describe them says more about you than them. If you can't add something positive to the conversation, perhaps scroll on by. The best would be best. You're literally comparing the name Karen to the N-word. Someone was like, I feel for you. I will be promptly putting this on Reddit. Thank you, Karen. Which sub? I must see. I can't believe she thinks Karen is anywhere near the same thing. Disgusting and so typical Karen. Comparing Karen to being called that word is not cool, Karen. Okay. Like, I kind of understand where she's coming from. Like, especially if your name is Karen, I feel bad for you, you know? But if when you do what you just did, which is compare the N-word or any other derogatory term towards a different race to Karen, because Karen is typically a white woman, but in my personal opinion, any woman and any man can be a freaking Karen, okay? It is just typically white people and white women, especially, who are Karens because they let little shit get under their skin and they have to complain and be a bitch, okay? Now, mind you, I think black people can be a Karen. My mother is a black Karen. Just saying. But you comparing that, it's not even the same thing. The N-word, especially. I'm going to go about the N-word because that's what you specifically compared it to. You didn't compare it to any other derogatory term to another race. You specifically said the N-word. And as a black person, I'm going to explain to you why the fuck that's wrong. Okay? The N-word was used to literally dehumanize black people. That's what they were calling them as a race. They were not calling them that as a name they were calling that as a name to literally dehumanize them. We weren't a person, we were an N-word. That's what we were. You're still a person acting a certain way, so they call you a Karen, which is a name at least. But we were called something to literally put us on a different pedestal as humans. And not a higher pedestal, a fucking lower pedestal than human. We were less than human when that word was being used to describe us. And we are still being called less than human. Whenever you call someone the N-word, especially a black person, you are literally dehumanizing them because that's what the word was for. Because we weren't people, we were livestock, basically. We were treated like fucking cows. That's how we were viewed. We were viewed like fucking cattle. So until you are dehumanized to the point where you are treated and legally cattle, shut the fuck up. 1 star, not as described, isn't as described. Supposed to be 8 by 10. It is more like 8 by 10.01. It is 0.1 over what it is described as. Because of this, it doesn't fit any of my 8 by 10 picture frames, rendering my purchase useless. Very disappointing. I brought these because I do paintings on them and without realizing my statement above, I have actually cut off in order to fit into I had to cut some off in order to fit into the frame, so I can't necessarily return it because it would be 9 out of 10. Annoyed. First of all, I'm kind of looking at the way a person measured it. From here to this is where the line. That looks like it's exactly 10 inches. I feel like I'm not bugging. Like right here, that is 10 inches. It's not at the 0.1, it's here. It's literally here. So maybe your frame is 0.01 smaller than what it should be. Because this looks to be correct to me. Anyway, that is like the most insignificant thing to fucking complain about. First of all, in my opinion, you're fucking wrong. And second of all, like, are you fucking kidding me? Wow, I can't. I don't think I would have the time in my day to measure something out and complain online that it wasn't right, especially when it's slightly bigger instead of slightly smaller. Okay, let's end on a My Hero Academia meme because I fucking love this show. Karens after wearing a mask for 5 minutes. Half of my respiratory organs were destroyed. Yes, they literally act like they're fucking dying. Like, ma'am, I'm working a 7-hour shift wearing my mask and I'm okay. And I have asthma. Okay? Karen, surgeons wear them for 20-hour surgeries and they be fine. You will be fine, ma'am. And here, this is what I say. If wearing a mask is that hard for you, if it really, really hurts you that badly, then just don't leave your fucking house because you're probably dying. Literally, like if your lungs are that bad that after 5 minutes of wearing a mask, you shouldn't leave the house. There are so many things you can do from inside your house. You can meet people online by playing video games or just doing dating apps and just talk to people virtually. If you need to get food, there's apps that deliver food to you, either from restaurants or grocery shopping. You literally don't have to leave your house. You really don't. So if you're that sick where you can't wear a mask for more than 5 minutes, please stay inside for your own safety. And with that being said, it's gonna be the end of this video. This was fun. This was like simple. I kind of like it. It was mostly just memes and stuff like that, and I didn't mind it. It wasn't anything too crazy. Don't know how often I'll do this, but this was fun. This was great. It's something new, you know? We all love new things. With that being said, if you guys like this video, I want to you guys subscribe down below. If you like my voice and want to hear more of it, I also do have a podcast called Our Witchy Way. You can find it on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. It's with me and my best friend talking about witchcraft and shit. If you want to see my lovely face, you can follow me on Instagram. That's going to also be down below. And with that being said, bye-bye.